What is happening, everyone? I hope you are well. We are now in the second module of this course, and this is where we're going to get into the nitty gritty of a bit more on the foundations, but we're just going to dive a little bit deeper and give you what you need to become a successful professional trader. So this episode is a trader's evolution in terms of the stages. This will help you massively. This is going to identify where you sit within your trading stage at the moment, and you're also going to be able to identify what you need to do to get to the next stage. So let me explain, guys. Let's jump straight into it. So stage 1, unconscious incompetence. Stage 2, conscious incompetence. Stage 3, conscious competence. Stage 4, unconscious competence. So we're going to talk about each of those and what they basically are as an example, but by the end of this you will be able to identify which stage you currently sit in, and you may even turn around and say you feel like you're in between certain stages. So a lot of people are often in between stage 2 and 3, or 3 and 4, and this is really going to help you and understand, and this is going to help us really crack down and identify what we need to do to get you to the next stage of your career. So let's talk about stage 1, unconscious incompetence. So a few good examples will be, typically you know that trading is a very good way of making money because you've heard so many things about it, and you've heard of different millionaires within the industry. So Larry Williams, for example, everyone kind of knows who that is, knows he's a trader, knows he's made millions and millions out of it, and kind of has that attitude of, we know this is obviously a good way of doing it. You then think to yourself, how hard can this be? Price either moves up or it moves down. And what's the big secret to that then? Let's get cracking. Buy low and sell high. So that's kind of how you look. You kind of look at it and think this is going to be easy, and why would it be hard? And if it's that easy, why aren't so many other people doing it? You take lots of trades and lots of risks. You enter a trade, it turns against you, so you reverse. And I can tell you now from experience, when I was first starting off, that's exactly what I used to do. And all of these are quite relatable to me as well. So, when it goes into talking about how hard can it possibly be, a lot of people may have gone into trading initially and thought to themselves, this is a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm going to be able to make loads of money really quickly. And you jump into it completely unaware of the whole situation. Okay, so that there kind of wraps up stage 1. So, you might think you're there now, you might think you're a little bit further, but obviously once we've explained the rest of the stages, you'll have a much better idea, guys. Stage 2, conscious incompetence. Now you are consciously realise that you are an incompetent trader. You don't have the skills or knowledge to turn a regular profit. You start buying trading systems, ebooks, reading various websites, trying to search for the holy grail. This is a big one as well, because how many people are on YouTube just typing in how to trade, and they're watching so many different videos. You will be a system nomad, jumping from one method to another without sticking with one long enough to see if it actually works. And that was me. If I didn't get results within the first month, 2 months, straight away I was looking for another educator, because I had no patience. I didn't think it should be taking as long, so I blamed the education system that I was currently in, and I learned loads of different ways of doing it, and nothing worked for me. Every time you come upon a new indicator, you'll be ecstatic that this is the one that's going to make all the difference. So I've been a part of trading foundations courses, academies, that kind of thing before, where the strategy itself even works like on this kind of way of working, but they're always updating with different indicators. They're always doing things that predict the way the market's going to move, and everyone kind of turns around and thinks, oh, this is what's really going to help me, because it's going to tell me when I can buy and when I can't buy and things like that. You'll reach the point where you think all the traders who say they are making profits are liars. You know as much as they do, but you're still losing. So you kind of start to think, maybe this is where I'm being scammed, and this isn't actually working, and how is this actually a thing? And this stage can last a very long time, guys. It can easily last well over a year, and probably nearer to 3 years. You know, I can tell you now, I didn't make a single profit for 2 years. Okay, for 2 years. Now, I'm not saying it's going to take you that long, and hopefully with this course it's going to take you it's going to happen much quicker for you, but it can take traders that amount of time to reach success with it. And this is also a stage where traders are most likely to give up through sheer frustration. And again, guys, there's a reason 98% of people lose in the markets. It's because they quit. And this is, essentially they get through stage 1 and 2 and they stop. So stage 3, conscious competence. This is where we get a little bit more technical with it. So, towards the end of stage 2, you realise that it is possible to make money, and only if you can get your head and money management right. When the trade turns bad, you don't get angry because it isn't your fault. As soon as you realise that the trade is bad, you close it. Now you are aware that the trading game is about one thing: consistency of your edge and your discipline. You are now conscious of the fact that you are making calls that are generally good, and you are getting respect from other traders. Towards the end of this stage, you will slowly begin to make consistent profits week in and week out. So this is really when you start to turn the corner. You now understand that mindset, psychology, development, personal development is absolutely vital at this stage. So, this is a really nice place to be in, and you start seeing the rewards for the hard work you're putting in as well. And stage 4, unconscious competence. You start to read books on psychology of trading and identify with characters per trade, and finally reach the eureka moment. The eureka moment came the moment that you realised that you can't accurately predict what the market will do. No one, and I mean no one, will be 100% accurate on the trades, on the markets. It is very impossible for someone to get 100% win ratio. Just like driving a car, every day you get in your seat and you trade. You do everything now on an unconscious level. This is trading utopia. You have mastered your emotions, and you are now a trader with a rapidly growing account. And once you get to this stage, guys, this is when it gets super, super, super exciting. All the time you are sharpening your method, trying to extract the maximum profit from the market without increasing risk. So you're carrying, you keep plugging in, you keep educating. You will always be a student of the markets, no matter what stage you get to. But when you're at this stage, you are extracting profits, and you're doing it, say easily, but you're doing it, it's natural to you. It's like driving a car, it's like tying your shoelaces. So now we know what stages are there and what they actually represent, and there's obviously been a few different examples of them. We need to identify where you are. So in this lesson, this presentation is there for you to print, and you can download it, and there's a worksheet here that we need you to fill out. Now, you can just write this on a separate bit of paper, but it's important that you write this down, guys, because this is going to really help identify you as a trader at this moment in time, and that is really, really important. So the first thing you need to answer is what stage you think you're currently in. Now, you can say you think you're between certain stages, or you can say you're firmly in a stage. It's whatever you believe, and there is no right or wrong answer with this. Okay, there's no right or wrong answer with this, and it's very important that you just be honest with yourself, even if you have to admit the fact that you may be a stage earlier. You may actually, a lot of people like to think they're in stage 3, but actually they're in stage 2. Again, that was me. Okay, I was at that. I thought I was stage 3 for a very long time, but actually I was probably between stage 1 and 2. Okay, so that's a question you need to answer. How long have you been in this stage as well? Obviously, when you now look back on it, you can think to yourself, how long have you been at this stage? Can you try and identify 3 possible reasons that may be keeping you from moving to the next stage? So, do you get stressed easily? Do you revenge trade? Do you overtrade? Are you impatient? are you reading books? Are you working on your personal development? Are you on with your daily habits? I really would hope that as an example with module 1, if you haven't identified and written down your dreams and things like that, that there is something you need to do, because it's going to stop you from moving to the next stage. That's there for a reason, and writing things down is so powerful. So are you kind of impatient in that way? Do you just want to jump onto the charts? Little things like that will stop you from going to the next stage. What can you do differently from now to move to the next stage? So that there, guys, really, really important. What can you do differently to move to the next stage? So that really is all you need to fill out, guys. And once you do, pin it up, write it, keep it somewhere safe, and just understand that everyone is somewhere, and everyone starts somewhere as well. Okay, you're not going to get there. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was built, and when it was built, it stayed there forever. So you're not going to get to stage 4 of your trader's evolution stage today, tomorrow, but when you're there, no one is going to take you away from there, because that's going to be a skill you can keep for life, guys. So fill this in, pin it up, keep it. Let's talk in the Discord about where you think you are, how you can identify that, and let's just keep giving ourselves feedback, guys. If you want to put some comments below this, then that's absolutely fine. You're more than welcome to do that. But guys, with that, I will see you on the next episode.